Hi, I'm Bob and I'm back to talk more about Epinions. Today I want to talk about hats. When you earn a title on Epinions, that's referred to as earning a hat. And there are 4 titles that you can possibly earn. There's Category Lead, Advisor, Top Reviewer, and Moderator. Today I want to talk about the Top Reviewer hat, or the Top Reviewer title, and what it can do for you, how you can earn one, and what it means in the bottom line. What does it mean to make more money, for instance, on Epinions? Now behind me you can see I've got the homepage of Epinions up on the screen. So let's go ahead onto Epinions and find out more about the Top Reviewer hat and what it means. If you want more information about being a top reviewer, take a look at this web address. At this address on Epinions, there is the official information on how to become a top reviewer and what it means to be a top reviewer. So before you do anything else, take a look at that. Then I want to talk to you about a few things that I've learned about being a top reviewer. First of all, when you become a top reviewer, you earn a little orange oval that says Top Reviewer on your own profile page. I've got my profile page showing behind me on the monitor. And as you can see, right here, it shows that I'm a top reviewer in the category of computer hardware. There are 19 different categories on Epinions, so you can become a top reviewer in any of those categories. Let's go ahead and take a look at those categories. Now behind me on the screen, I'm showing the earnings I have for one review that I wrote on Epinions. I wrote it nearly 5 years ago, and I wrote it on a kitchen stove, the kind of stove that you have in your own kitchen. Let me tell you that that is a very, very good item to write a review on. In this case, this review has been an excellent earning review for me. But if you look at it, back in August of 2006, and prior to that, I was earning a very nice amount on this review, more than $4 per month. And let me tell you, by Epinion standards, that's a very good amount of money to earn per month. That's because I was a top reviewer. Then the next month, September 2006, I lost my top reviewer hat and the earnings dropped drastically. And for the next several months, I was not a top reviewer. And then I regained my top reviewer hat in May of 2007, and up again my earnings jumped, and they've stayed very nicely ever since. So this is this one review shows the example of what it means to be a top reviewer in terms of earnings. In my own personal experience, being a top reviewer improves the earnings of your reviews from 5 to 8 times. So if you were earning 10 cents on a review without being a top reviewer, after becoming a top reviewer, you will probably earn something like 50 to 75 cents. And I want to point out that that happens not just in the category in which you are a top reviewer, but it happens in all of the categories on Epinions. Let's say you become a top reviewer in home and garden. Not only will being a top reviewer boost your earnings in the home and garden category, it will boost them in every other category. It will boost your book reviews and your electronics reviews and your car reviews and your kids and family reviews. It is an absolute wonderful thing to become a top reviewer. Now, there is one other thing that being a top reviewer does for you. Within your category, when you become a top reviewer, your reviews are pushed to the top of the stack when someone searches for reviews on that product. Let's say that you're a top reviewer in home and garden and you wrote a review of a microwave oven. When somebody comes to Epinions searching for reviews on that microwave oven, your review and the review from any other top reviewer of that particular oven will be pushed to the top of the search stack. So that means that when people research that product, they're most likely to find your review first because it's going to be at the top. They're going to see this review and it's going to be written by you, and it will be a good review because you're a top reviewer, and they will be impressed and want to rush out and buy that microwave oven, or they'll want to avoid that microwave oven. I actually have a review that's a negative review of a microwave oven, and it's done very good on Epinions. So that's another reason why you want to become a top reviewer. So the question now becomes, how do you become a top reviewer? And unfortunately, it's not really an easy question to answer. There's no set of tasks where if you do one task and then the next task and then the next task, you'll automatically become a top reviewer. At some point, the decision is made by a person, a real human, as to whether or not you are worthy of becoming a top reviewer. So you need to do the things that normal people would do to impress another person in order to gain this particular title. And on Epinions, first and foremost, you just have to be a good Epinions member. You have to treat other members fairly, you have to rate them fairly, you have to leave generally polite comments on the forums and polite comments on other people's reviews, and to rate their reviews in an honest and sincere way. So perhaps that's the best word to use. You have to be a sincere member of Epinions. That's the first and foremost thing that you have to be. Another thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pick a category, and it doesn't matter which one, but pick that category and write several reviews in that category every month. There is no magic number. In some categories it might only be 2 or 3 reviews. In other categories it might be 6 or 8 reviews, and it's just hard to say. So pick a category, doesn't matter whether it's kids and family or hotels and travel or cars or electronics or computer hardware. Pick a category and try to write at least 4 or 5 reviews in that category every month for a few months in a row. If you write good reviews, and that's the next tip, your reviews have to be well written and informed, and they generally have to be rated as very helpful reviews. If your reviews are generally very helpful reviews and you've written several of them per month, month after month, and you're a good, sincere member on Epinions, and you actually enjoy the process of writing a review and being an Epinions member, generally speaking, that will get you noticed and you will be put in the queue to earn a top reviewer hat. Trust me, I cannot tell you for sure that you will in fact earn it, but that will put you pretty close to where you need to be. So just follow those steps, and if all things look well for you, you could very well become a top reviewer. Once you become a top reviewer, you'll want to maintain your top reviewer hat, and trust me, you definitely want to maintain it because it means a great deal in terms of earnings. So to maintain it, in my personal experience, I have found typically that 2 or 3 reviews per month in that category will maintain your top reviewer hat. You know, it varies from category to category. I have not held personally a top reviewer hat in every category. In fact, I've only held it in 3 or 4 categories. But if you write 2 or 3 reviews per month in the category in which you're a top reviewer, you have a pretty good chance of maintaining that hat, particularly if you write good reviews, good, strong, solid, detailed, and well-informed reviews. But you definitely want to keep that hat. So I hope this has been useful, and I hope you're now more interested in becoming a top reviewer and know a little bit more about how to do it. And I hope to see you around the site.